God bless your life, Chuck Life. We love you.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Inspire Yourself. If this is your first time watching, then it's not welcome back. It is just welcome, and I hope you are here to stay. So guys, before I get into anything, what I want to say to you is thank you for watching the first two renditions of the series. Granted, I looked through it and it's like, I think 45 views on one of them and 24 views on another one. And I know y'all just like, girl, 45 views ain't a lot. Like, let me tell you something. I don't even know 45 people, okay? So, like, the fact that 45 of y'all out here listening to me speak, ooh, mind blowing. I appreciate that. I appreciate this word. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the likes, comments. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here because I got something I want to show y'all. And just keep doing what y'all doing. Like, you know, just like this is helping me get through like the YouTube jitters, you know? So I have this box of cards. It is called Make Today Magical. It is positive affirmation cards, right? So I was thinking for the start of every video, we can start off with one of these cards and get the theme of the day before I get into what I want to talk about. So I did shuffle the deck and I pulled this card. It says, I have the power to create change. Right? Can you see that? Yes. And I feel like this card is definitely like spot on for what I wanted to talk about today. So, my week so far has been like overall a good week for the most part. But I had a slump for like one day. And that slump was, whew, like I was just lethargic. I felt so numb. I felt anxious. I was just feeling everything at one shot, right? And with me feeling everything at one shot like that, I kept eating. I kept eating and eating and eating and eating, and I was just trying to fill like that void, right? And I was using food to fill the void. I didn't come to that conclusion during the moment, but like the day after, like kind of when I put things in perspective, I was just like, okay, I'm an emotional eater. And what is the void that I'm trying to fill right now? So the day after, you know, I just kind of drank some water, hydrated myself, just kind of gave my body a rest, like from all the processed foods and stuff like that. And yes, I know what y'all about to say, like, I'm human. It was a one-time slip up. I'm realizing my mistakes now, and I'm not going to do it again. That I was feeling was because I didn't know how to process the emotions that I was feeling. And basically, it is 30 days left until I get the surgery. This shit has hit me fast, like super fast. It's like damn near here around the corner, like, and I'm just like, oh my god, like terrified, shaking. Video just cut off, and I think we still in that shadow period of like Mercury retrograde and technology just acting funny and all that. So we gonna get into it. But what I was saying was basically, with me getting the surgery and me having my anatomy changed, because like if you don't know about BSG, let's just, you know, like fully, basically like what they do is they do cut about 80% of your stomach out. So I believe like my stomach will be about the size of a banana, and where they cut the stomach, I believe, is where the hunger hormone is produced. And I won't feel that anymore. So certain foods that I'll go to comfort because of like what it does in the brain is not going to happen. Third time's a charm, right? I don't know why my camera keeps cutting off, but honestly, this is the second time that I have recorded this video. I tried to edit it the first time, and it would not edit, it would not play, and I have to do this all over again. But we're gonna hope for the best. Of the fact that my anatomy will be changed, and they're cutting that hunger hormone out of my stomach. So foods won't taste the same. It's not going to do the same chemical reaction that it does in the brain, like as it will do for me right now. And honestly, I'm happy for that, because like for days like the other day, like when I did have that little like kind of break and whatever, and I know like now processing it, I know it was from like nerves, anxiety, um, and like I have this thing where if there's a huge transition in my life, I get very closed off. I get very overwhelmed, and everything kind of hits me at one time. Um, And I wouldn't say it's because I'm afraid of change. It's just because, well, slightly yes. Slightly yes, I am afraid of change. I am afraid of change. I think we all are to a certain extent, because we are afraid of the unknown. And the unknown is very scary. But it can also be very liberating depending on, what happens with it. But to go back to the card that we pull, I have the power to create change. So I have the power to create the reality that I need to create for myself and I want to create for myself. And we just gonna do that. It's just gonna be like that. I wanted to talk about, really quick too. I almost forgot. I should have said this in the beginning of the video. So my shirt, right? My shirt, UA High. I thought being this October, it'll be perfect to have like, a themed shirt. I might do these for the rest of the filming in October. Granted, I know it's like what, like a week left, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, so UA, this is one of my favorite animes. If you do not know what I am referencing to, this is My Hero Academia. Um, so like Deku, Todoroki, all that, like Bakudo. I thought this would be like good, nice to have on for like spooky season. So, but back to what I was thought of getting VSG, like just when it was just like a thought, like it was just like, oop, just like a thought bubble. And I was telling certain people about it. They were very supportive, like they were very supportive. Like, yeah, you should do whatever makes you happy, blah, blah, blah. And not to say that they're not supportive now, but I see how things change when it's just a thought in comparison to when that thought becomes an action. How you feel onto me. And I don't like that. Conversation with one of my friends. And basically they were telling me that, you're going to change, and with you changing, there's going to be certain things that, like, with you looking different, that are going to, like, be different than what you're accustomed to, and that's going to change how you appear to others and how you appear to yourself, and it's going to change you up. Like, you're going to change, it's just like,
Who had been saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
do is that. That's what we're not going to do. Because, like, what you're saying to me is basically because that I'm going to look different, right? Because of the fact that me looking different and me losing weight, that I'm going to get accustomed to, like, I'm going to attract more attention, and that I'm not accustomed to attention. So when I do get attention, it's going to change me. I'm going to be like an attention whore. Let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you something. Like, that had me all the way, like, because it was just like, so you're saying that I am not used to attention because I'm fat. That's what you're trying to say? Like, let me tell you something. The male gaze, one, does not, that's not an important factor to me. It's nice sometimes, but it's not like the end all be all in my world. That's one. Two, I was able to pull niggas, and I was smaller. I'm able to pull niggas at the size I am now. I will be able to pull niggas. I was able to pull niggas when I was in the middle, like, of my 2 sizes. And I will still pull niggas after I lose weight. So I don't care. I do not care. And the fact that you think that about me says a lot about you. A lot of just romantic attention. I just personally feel like I already know there is some truth in that. Not that the way that I would feel, but I know there are going to be people who never gave me a second look and are going to be in my face like, oh, I always liked you.
I know you better get out of my face! Out of my face! Out of my face! This is on me up in here. You handle that.
Look on the outside was a factor of how you wanted to treat me and or be in interaction with me. Then I don't need you anyway. And that's on period. Oh, you're gonna do a 180. Like, girl, I'm gonna do like a 90 degree probably. And it's just like, there are certain people that are just projecting and they're telling me why I'm going to change and what's going to change, but it's just like nobody ever asked me. Like, no one ever asked, like, Cassandra, what do you want? Like, I know you're getting surgery. I know you're going to have this huge transition in your life. I know things are not going to be the same, but what is your expectation? And I would have gladly been like, thank you for asking. And my expectation is this. I want to be able to go to a restaurant and feel comfortable. Like, all right, like, for those who may not understand what I'm trying to say, like, okay, so when you go out with friends, right, and you get a booth, because everybody's just like collectively. There are some booths and it works out for like, bigger people. Because you got that space. You got that space to like kind of over. Like, or you can set the edge and then you can be able to like slide on out. Like, but then there are some booths like where it's like a little bit condensed. And the table's like right here. Like right here. And then your stomach is like right here. So you about like a half inch on that table. And then like for me, I am very top heavy. So right here, like the table here, my belly here, my titties are like on top of the table. Like, it's very uncomfortable, but you gotta sit here and just like enjoy the time because you with friends and all that. I don't want to do that no more. I'm done with that lifestyle. I want to be able to go into the store and not have to pay double the price for clothes for cheap ass material. Like, I get it, I'm bigger, it takes more material. Cool. But I feel like some of y'all vendors, y'all clothing stores are getting out of line. Like, y'all charging me $55 for a shirt that's done after 2 washes. How does that make sense? Okay? Like, that is not fair. That is not fair. That shirt should be $20 at max. You ain't using that much material. It ain't good material at that. Oh, horseback riding. Okay, and granted, when I was smaller, I could have done that. But I was also very timid at that time. I was very like introverted, timid, and I still am, but I'm more comfortable and solidified with who I am compared to them. And I want to go horseback riding, but I am not about to get on that damn horse and then this nigga buck me off. Like, it's just like, or the nigga like fall out. Like, and just like, because I get on him and I don't want to deal with that, so like I'm not going to do it. I want to go indoor, what's that shit? Indoor like rock climbing. I want to do that. Like, I want to be able to do that, but I got to be able to pull myself up to do that. So like, a lot of the stuff that I actually want to do, I want to wear heels. Okay, like, and not like, granted, I don't know because I'm not a heel wearer, but I want to be able to walk in like those skinny like those really like thin heels. I want to be able to learn how to walk in that because I feel like if I were to try that now, like, I'll like bust my ankle, like trying to balance on those, like walking on stilts. But I want to do that. Like, I want that. And it's like the stuff that I actually do want from my life, I swear, it's like not minuscule per se, but it's like so simple. But it's just like no one can believe that the smallest things is what I crave the most, like from this weight loss. Like, I want to wear a 2-piece and I have to worry about my fupa. Now, granted, I know like that I will probably have loose skin. Hopefully not, but I will probably have loose skin, so I'll probably have something down there. But I want to be able to like wear a 2-piece and not worry about my back rolls, my fupa, and everything else jiggling. But shout out to those who are confident enough to wear that regardless. That's just not me. If you just would have asked me, stop projecting. For anybody who is watching this and you have friends that's going to get weight loss surgery on a weight loss journey, stop projecting as to what they want or what they're accustomed to because you do not know their life, okay? Stop it. Stop it. It's rude and disrespectful. Stop. I just want to close this segment off and just say that I have been accustomed to a life that was very limited. And limited because of me in the beginning, because of like me just not being solidified in who I am. But like now that gaining the weight and now being confident essentially in who I am and learning who I am and peeling back these layers and still now peeling back these layers and finding out stuff about me. Like now that I'm more content in who I am, the only like missing key to this is just changing my outward appearance so that my outwardness can match my internal soul and who I am and my visual. And like we're gonna pull it one last time before this video is over. I have the power to create change. Ooh, wait, there. Ooh, all right, that. Like I have the power to create change, and I'm going to tap into my power and create that change. And you have the ability to tap within yourself and tap within that power to create the change, to have the reality that you want. And it's just like that. I was listening to a song, right? I was bumping the Wale album. His new album, shit's fire. Like, if you have not listened to it, listen to it. It is good. But I don't know what song it is. I don't remember. But basically, there was like a snippet in the song. And it was saying that greatness is doing something that has seemed impossible and doing it like it's nothing. And that changed my entire world when I said that simple line just like that. Like, greatness is doing something that is deemed impossible and doing it like it's nothing. And I needed that. I really needed that. And y'all might need that too. So tap into your power and change if there's something about your life that you do not like, you can go ahead, tap into the power that you have and change that and achieve greatness and doing it like it's nothing, because you know at the end of the day that if it's something that you really want and you really fed up, you're going to do it. And you're going to find a way to make one. And that's what I feel like I'm doing at this point. I am learning about myself. I am learning more about who I am, more about my triggers. And that's what this channel is about. Like, so I'm glad that I'm staying on track and focused with everything. And I want you guys to do the same. Like, learn more about yourself. Learn what's triggered. Like, learn your triggers. Learn how to avoid your triggers and, like, not go back into, like, your unhealthy habits. Though, I think I'm going to end it off here. You tell me what y'all think in the comments. Like, have y'all ever had people who pretty much told you, like, who they think you are? Like, have you ever been in a segment like where you had an emotional eating session, and you know, like, or do you know, like, if you're an emotional eater? I know it's like emotional stress, binge. I mean, like, I'm not a nutritionist, but I know it's like somewhere along those lines. Like, have you ever been in that like predicament before? And for those of you that are trying to lose weight, what is one thing that you want to do when you hit your goal weight? Like, comment below and let's talk about it, okay? Because I definitely do want to know. But thank you guys for watching. Please, please, please hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and also ring that bell so that way YouTube knows, like, hey, I watched this video and I like what she talking about. Sis on to something. Go ahead and recommend sis to other people who might like need this too. And YouTube gonna be like, all right. And I'm also gonna let you know when she uploads something. And you're gonna be like, all right, cool, because I like hearing sis. And I hope you like hearing me too. And again, like, thank you for all the kind words that I've gotten. Again, thank you for the likes, for the views, for the previous videos. It is definitely helping me with this whole YouTube thing. I am still learning as I go along. I'm going to eventually get onto a schedule, but as of right now, I think like 2 videos a week is my comfort zone. I'm not trying to burn myself out like too fast, so and I like end up stopping this. But yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.
God bless your life.